Hello, my dear Capricorn. So, wish you a very happy eclipse and a full moon, right? It was in the sign of Scorpio, so there is rebirth energy for sure. So, let's see. This is going to be a quick reading. That's why I've already taken the cards, but then I'll be taking more as well, obviously, to clarify. But just wanted to see what is it that has changed because eclipses literally it was a blood moon as well. So, there is a huge change. There is something very big that has transformed or left the building, right? So what is that? You got two cards from the Isis Oracle, the Lunar Queen and the Talismans of Potency. This card, ever since I've taken the Isis Oracle to just incorporate in my readings, this card has never come. And we are literally in the lunar cycle. We have had the eclipse and we have this card here. So that's a very big message. The lunar queen, she of the celestial crescent. Okay. So it talks about the cycles, the periods, and I'd like to say that how men once like they wanted to get the psychic powers because during the menstrual cycle, women were kept alone, during, like I'm talking about long back, right? Because they used to have psychic abilities that used to really be heightened during that time. So they would just form groups and be with the women and basically channel and all of that, literally just getting magical powers and everything. So the guys basically saw this and they were like, started cutting themselves stupid stuff they did do to just artificially try to bleed, so that they thought maybe it's got to do with that period and the bleeding that will give them powers as well, which did not work because everybody has different ways of, getting their powers, isn't it? Now, we are talking about that power, the cycles, the power of the cycles that is in congruence with the moon cycle. We literally bleed according to the moon cycles. 28 days, right, for the moon cycles to repeat itself, and that's exactly what we do as well as women. We give birth and all of that. So we will be reading that card. And the talismans of potency is basically how you can make everyday objects as your potent protector, magical talismans that are going to protect you for different magical purposes. It will have a lot of magical purpose and powers when you put your energy and basically make a particular material or thing, object into um, becoming a talisman. You can make a talisman. Okay, that's what it is. Now, coming to the tarot, there certainly is reconciliation that I see, but Mercury is retrograding as well, so you better be careful. Um, because the judgment card is, the divine that is intervening. Angels could be guiding you. You could be having two different people who are coming to contact you, one an earth sign and another a fire sign. You could be a fire sign as well. I do see that um, the winner could be the fire sign. That's something that just came in my head. But who is going to win you over could be a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. But there is a nice offer that could have, passion as well as stability, money, good money prospects and stuff like that as well. Something that seems small is not small because it has the tendency to grow and grow in a very balanced way. So anything that is balanced and not something that is just prone to, turbulence, too much of turbulence at least, like that is going to grow because it's like the tortoise and the rabbit, right? Because of prudent thinking, because of the agility, because of not because of the agility alone, it's because of those small steps taken over a period of time and not giving up and just concentrating on the consistency of doing things, right? So and being in a very balanced place, not being completely impulsive or driven by fiery forces, um, is going to make this really work, is what I'm seeing. Okay, so I do see that you're definitely, it's either multiple people coming into your life that is going to make your life so much better. Like it's because there is not a single card that is just talking anything about a problem. And as I started doing my shuffling and everything, I did see that, I was seeing a lot of knights, as in they are coming to meet you, they're coming to give their cup of love, or offer a creative offer, an endeavor that is going to start. Let's do this, let's do that, let's join hands, let's just have a relationship, let's have a partnership. There is something that's certainly happening over here. Okay. So let me just read this and connect this and then take some extra cards as well. This seems so good because it's going to make you very financially independent. If you're not looking at the romantic aspects of this particular reading, it certainly is talking about money. It certainly is talking about the balance that money is going to bring you in your life. Okay, and you seem to be coming across as a very strong individual whose aura is like, whoa, fiery, beautiful. So obviously you're attracting amazing things. The lunar queen, she is the celestial crescent. There is a deep feminine wisdom that recognizes the importance of cycles of rest and replenishment as essential balancing to our actions of power and demonstration. You are asked to allow this replenishment for yourself now, trusting that you are in a cycle of creation that is about to shift into a new phase. Release and enjoy the process without having to control or force it. Pisces' lunar queen understands the cycles of creative power and flow. Sometimes it can be hard to let go of a desire to force, control, and make things happen, or to exert might and willpower to bring what you wish for into being by sheer determination, exertion, and force. Yet, the vast creative power of the feminine principle is in the honoring and flowing with cycles of activity and rest, of releasing force and surrendering into the perfection of what is happening right now. Realizing that this actually brings us divine manifestation and creation more effortlessly and gracefully and to the greater effect. The celestial crescent is the moon in her change in form. This oracle comes to you at a time when you are shifting from one phase into a spiritual and creative journey into a new phase. This is a time to pay deep attention to the messages of your body and allow them to guide you. Do you need to balance your activity with more rest? To have your wishes reach fruition. This is the temperance card. Literally taking time, to balance yourself. That's what this is, Sagittarius energy, to balance the fire so that you can have your wish completion, which is right here in the Nine of Coins card. I hope there is enough light because it's dark, but I just thought the lights are enough. Anyways, yeah, so where was I? Do you need to balance your activity with more rest? Do you need to be actively creating, but from a more relaxed and allowing rather than demanding and forceful mental state? Or is it time for you to spring into action once more? Has the time come to take a step forward? Pay attention to any other card that you draw with the Lunar Queen to be more fully understand which phase is more appropriate for you now. So this came along with this. It literally came together, the talismans of potency, right? Basically making everyday materialistic objects your protective force. That's what came with this. These cards will help you connect with your inner wisdom and the guidance of your own body wisdom for the greatest timing and unfoldment of your manifestation. Remember, sometimes more time in the more time in the oven presents an undercooked meal. Sometimes we just need to wait a little longer. The quiet times are dark moon energies The times when you will sense that your inner wisdom, your body wisdom, that you are in need of replenishing and percolation. The other times when you need the inner overtimer has rung and it is time to get that delicious meal on the table, your body will urge you to dance, to act, to communicate, to be bold and take steps. These are full moon energies. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? I just wished you happy full moon, happy eclipse, happy blood moon. And this card literally came for you. So it is very powerful, guys. This message is so meant and directly for you. Important it is to follow this. So your body will help you know where you are at and what you need. The flow between the dark moon and the full moon and all phases between is constant. In allowing that flow, even several times in a day or an hour, you will maximize your creativity and allow your life to manifest creative project after creative project, should you choose. You will feel great inner harmony, wellness, and connection. This oracle is also a reminder that this feminine wisdom is not widely accepted in Western culture as yet, with its distorted view of what constitutes productive behavior. The lunar queen is quite a radical. You will need to really believe in your own wisdoms and give yourself great support and trust your own body wisdom in as you learn to operate in this more intuitive, flexible, responsive, feminine way. The oracle tells you that Lady Isis and the spiritual guidance that cares for you completely encourages and supports you in being strong and giving yourself absolute permission to rest when needed, to honor your creative cycles for greatest productivity and quality. If you have been wanting to create something or feel frustrated in your creative enterprises, the Lunar Queen Oracle also contains the message for you that something creative is within you and wanting to emerge. It is stirring in your unconscious, and soon it will be reflected more clearly back to you, and you shall be able to act. But for now, have patience. Patience, that is the Temperance card. Have patience. There it is, the Temperance, right? The Sagittarius card. And I was definitely talking about the tortoise and the rabbit story, right? Patience, being slow and steady. So there can be much inner work required before the relative swift outer work of bringing the creative impulse into form even begins. Such is a natural creative flow at times. If you're already in the flow and want to know if it is time to really let go and shine, let the gorgeous full moon the answer. Like the gorgeous full moon, the answer is yes. Trust and know that you are being guided by your own inner wisdoms and supported by she of the celestial crescent, the lunar queen lady Isis. Okay? There is a ritual as well. If you'd love to do that, you can get in touch with me through the mail. Shoot me a mail and I'll send it over to you. Okay, so talismans of potency. I'm not going to be reading that, but I'll just tell you the crux of this particular card. It's like anything, whatever is there, on the table or whatever, it can be made into a magical object. Especially you can work with crystals and everything, and you will feel magic happens when you hold that. Create a space where you basically have these talismans of potency, like things that you basically charge with your own hands, through your meditations, through your intent. Your intentions are very, very strong. Meditate, my guys. Okay, meditate, take time. It does not matter, just 2 minutes is also okay. It's again the rabbit and the tortoise story. Just be in the race, don't quit. That will give you more than anything else. Okay, that will certainly give you more than anything else. Just be there, be present, and keep learning. You don't have to put too much of time. You can put little time, but always put that time, right, into your spiritual practice, whatever that is. The prayer, meditation, keeping mudras really helps. Okay, and all of that, like taking nice deep breath work is very powerful. When you do that, you can hold those objects and put your intentions into it and make it powerful. That's what the talisman of potency is. You can put it under the moon. Definitely, I hope you did. Use moon water. Okay, water becomes very powerful when you put it under the full moon or a new moon. The things that you've kept outside under the moon is very powerful. All these cards were out in the moon. Okay, so yeah, this is what is happening, guys. Okay, this is what is happening. There's beautiful opportunities that are coming for you. So maybe you want to rest and take it slow, or you want to just go all into it and take action from now on, but everything looks just perfect. Okay, all right. I love you guys, Capricorns. Okay, give me a like, share, and subscribe if it resonates. And if you need personal readings and stuff like that, everything is there in the description. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.